Hey everyone, I have something new for last week. This week, the foreign minister of 7 countries visited Kiev: Estonia, Finland, Iceland, Lithuania, Norway and Sweden. It's already 18 countries are investigating Russian war crimes. The justice ministers of G7 countries met in Berlin, and the main topic was war crime committed by Russia in Ukraine, and of course, prosecution of war criminals. This week, we expected another one: massive missile strikes on our critical infrastructure. It hasn't happened, but unfortunately it was damaged the gas distribution point in Zaporizhia region due to Russian shelling. And really, we shouldn't relax early, because Russia can strike at any moment, and it could be a more massive and bigger one. At the airfields in Russia, strategic and tactical aviation has been accumulated, and launched vehicles has been put on duty. According to Pentagon, Russia currently launches missiles with removed nuclear warheads over Ukraine to exhaust our air defense. Therefore, the United States and other our allies focused on the supply for Ukraine air defense system. Russians damage about 600 heat and energy supply facilities in Ukraine. And unfortunately, it's impossible this winter to fully repair Ukrainian energy system, because some necessary equipment will be manufactured in at least 6 months. But on November 27, Ukraine, for the first time, conducted a test import of electricity from Romania. And this will be like additional tool for stabilization Ukrainian's energy system. Also, according to New York Times, the United States is trying to organize something like energy land-lease for Ukraine. It will provide $53 million to supporting the Ukrainian energy infrastructure. And also, European Union will help to survive this winter in the case of electricity deficit. In addition, the Turkish company Yakovlev intends to send the floating power plant for Ukraine. And this really sounds good. Over the past 9 months, Russia has launched more than 16,000 missile strikes on Ukraine. And 97% of Russia's targets are civilians. Well, we are fighting against the terrorist state. But Ukraine will win and bring the all war criminals to justice. And another good news: Blinken gave interview for CNN and said that NATO plans to sponsor the production of Soviet-style ammunition that Ukraine has in service. And also, all 30 countries of NATO agree with importance to grant Ukrainian membership in the alliance. There is another number of important and interesting moments that took place this week. The Council of Ministers of OSCE for the first time met without Russia. Yeah, Russia is a member of the organization, but Poland didn't admit the terroristic Russian delegation. The European Commission proposed to create a special court for prosecution of Russian criminals. The United Nations delegation visited recently the occupied Kherson, and 6 humanitarian convoy was delivered in the region. And one more moment. It's already 9 months of war, and only now the Pope recognized Russia as aggressor and attacker of Ukraine. Well, old man, poor eyesight, yeah. At the Embassy of Ukraine in Madrid, an explosion occurred due to mail-in envelope bomb addressed to the ambassador. One of the employees was injured, but more serious consequences of the explosion were avoided thanks to reaction and professional action of the staff. The police activated anti-terrorist protocol. Unfortunately, the similar things happened to the United States Embassy and to one armed company. Also, in other countries, the embassies of Ukraine received either threats or suspicious packages. And now, my lively topic about corrupt pro-Russian authorities of Hungary. The Hungarian European Commissioner specifically hindered Ukrainian space to the European Union. The European Parliament has suspected the European Commissioner of Neighbourhood and Enlargement, Oliver Varga, of bias against European Union candidate countries and wants an appropriate investigation into his behavior.